The new administration's views on manufacturing, jobs, and automation is not all that clear right now. We do have a very clear picture from the campaign that jobs really matter to this administration, and in particular, good old-fashioned American jobs, the kind that sprung up during and after World War II, making stuff in factories in particular. These require skill and collaboration. They're just sort of good middle-class jobs. Automation's role in where those jobs went and how they might come back is just not been broadcast that clearly. We have the Treasury Secretary, Steven Mnuchin, recently saying that robots aren't even on my radar screen. He said that 50 to 100 years from now, these kinds of things might matter. Yet we have a recent study from the National Bureau of Economic Research that indicates that for every robot deployed in a local community, 6 jobs were lost. So it's not obvious that that point of view sort of squares with the facts. And it's also not obvious that those jobs all went overseas. In many cases, those good old-fashioned American jobs have been made unnecessary by increasingly efficient automation. Not just robots, automation broadly, conveyor belts. Does that count as a robot? It almost doesn't matter. These are just efficient ways of getting work done that we have invented. So this view that robots don't matter is not probably a tenable way forward. What we can do, what the United States is uniquely positioned to do to sort of lead a new wave of new job creation in the States and to add value globally is to focus on making factories more efficient and flexible. There are some who argue that we should just get into the business of building robots. We really haven't been focused there. The trouble there is we should do some of that, but the trouble is China's way ahead already. They've been building robots and focusing massive investment here for quite some time. And so we're sort of behind the 8 ball on that one. What we can do is to take the capabilities that we deployed to build the internet and to build the Internet of Things in the factory. These are new sensors, new software, and design. These are the capabilities that bridge differences between information gaps and production styles and so on to make factories more flexible. And we have already been building this expertise to help companies build their factories more efficiently. Trump can really help us here. The administration can really focus us on this latent strength, this thing that we brought to the world to add incredible value through the internet. And competing against China in terms of building robots is probably not a first best strategy for us as a nation, let alone trying to bring back jobs that, many of which anyway, have been lost in a sort of tide of creative destruction. These are no longer necessary for creating the same amount of valuable stuff that we used to use to create. So in my view anyway, the United States has great capability and can be really a world leader, complement China through sensors, software, and design, building the machines that build the machines.